Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yashar Allah. Call Haloyam La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Harakakodash. For blessing our elders with the spirit of truth, so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwaf that's keeping the faith in the works. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more quoted precepts. All right, the Lord told us that He would pour His Spirit out upon His people, really upon everybody, and bless us with dreams and visions. Man, you should have took that anyway. So. Yahweh Shemi Awashai, I blessed me with a dream last night, man. In the dream, it was, man, I can't remember like the specifics of the whole dream. The key points I can recall. I remember this dream being like a movie, like a horror film. But different, you know? So, in the dream, I was in an auditorium, and for whatever reason, right? The auditorium was like something for church, like Babylonian Christianity. It had something to do with that. While I was in there, I have no idea. It was me, and you know how you if you in a place, if you're a man, you should, if you are in any building, out, even in your home, but outside of your home more so, you pay attention to the exit doors and the people that's in the building. And that's what I was doing in the dream. In the dream, I was looking around, checking for things, and I saw the elder out of South Carolina, I think it's Monat. I can't remember. I can't remember his name. I just know the elder out of South Carolina, and it was another brother. I think it was the brother that be reading for him, the dark skinned brother. I think it was him. All right. Now, when I go to sleep at night, a lot of times I like to listen to, you know, the brothers bring out, or the video epistles of the brothers. But as of late, I haven't been doing that. As of late, I've been letting my my Bible app play. All right, because you know, on the Bible app that you have, you can press play at the bottom screen of it, and it'll basically give like a old school AI voice to read the Bible for you. So that's what I've been doing for the past, I don't know, couple weeks or something. So anyway, in the auditorium, I'm saying all this to say it wasn't because of what I was listening to that brought the elders into the dream. It was just they were just there for whatever reason. All right. So we in the auditorium, and like I said, I'm in a church. Right, it's like they having church in the auditorium, and I'm in there for whatever reason. And it got to the point to where they started to you know, honor and recognize certain people in the church. And when they started to do that, it was like a spirit of this nigga or this nigga. Because I knew the people that they were calling, and I knew a lot of the nonsense that I went through with these people, and they were honoring these people like they were like extra righteous individuals for whatever reason. And when they were calling out the names, I'm like, oh, hell no, not this dude. This dude practiced witchcraft. Yeah, like, hell nah, this nigga him. You know, just different. They would call out different females, and they were like, man, that chick, that is a prostitute. I'm calling out different things, and it got to the point to where they called out this particular individual. This particular individual was associated with a family member of mine, an extremely important family member of mine, right? Their ex. And this family member of mine used to always tell us, man, he practiced witchcraft. We ain't really pay that no mind back in the day, but now, me being in this truth, yeah, he about did, for real. So, in the dream, dude was a full-fledged, like a warlock. He had power, man. And this particular individual used to be in like a gospel group, like in real life. So in the dream, he was in a gospel group, and they honoring this man. I'm like, this nigga, man, this nigga's a witch. So basically they honoring everybody that was in the building except for me, the elder, and the other brother. We the only ones that's not with the rest of the crowd, right? They got the rest of the crowd, you know, the rest of the crowd all proud, and they, you know how they are in church, especially when you're getting honored, you know. And we sitting in the crowd with sourpuss face, because we like, these niggas? So, alright. They pull us in our back room, and they start to like question us. And it's like they understood that we saw them for real. Like, we didn't, all that they were trying to put on, we saw beyond that, and we saw them. Like, we saw demons, we saw warlocks, we saw witches, we saw the real them. And they were getting upset by that thing. And like I said, I'm trying to, I literally, this dream it just happened, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to remember pieces of it, right? I prayed about it too, man, because I wasn't going to, you know, present this to anybody. It was just something that was going to be between me and Yahweh. I was shy, but dropped my son off, and the Lord put it on me to tell him, because he was in the dream, right? My son, he wasn't in the building, but for whatever reason, him and the other family members of mine became a part of the dream, right? So anyway, they questioned me, we saw past them, and they got upset about the thing, to the point to where, like, they were trying to throw curses on us, right? But when they were trying to throw them curses on us, it's like the Spirit of the Lord, Spirit of Yahweh Shemi outside just grew stronger and stronger and stronger inside of us, to the point to where we literally had spiritual powers, right? So they trying to throw curses, and it was like on some, I'm trying to describe this, man. It's like it was a battle, but there was no weapons involved. It was just, we had the word of the Most High. Like, literally, we had Bibles in our hands, and we were just going to war, right? So they would try to throw a curse, and like, we would just bounce the curses off with the scriptures. But it was like on some comic books, you know what I mean? Some comic book stuff. When they would throw a curse, you could see, like, you could see the curse. And we would, you know, throw the curse off, you know, with the word. So it got to the point to where that only went so far, and they started to overcome. At that point, I didn't see the elder and the brother anymore. It was just me. So it was me versus the whole, like I said, gospel group. And the gospel group were witches and, you know, demons. And I'm doing my thing, but it's getting to the point to where, so like this road kind of bumpy. It's getting to the point to where, it, you know, they I ain't gonna say they overcoming me, but it is beginning to be a little bit too much. And I just called on the name of Yahweh Shimmy. I was shot with power on my life, with force, and it was so much. It was so powerful that it was like a bomb went off. But with like shock waves, you know, so it threw the demons back. And I was like, shoot, in my mind, like I'm thinking in the dream. I said, I got spiritual powers, so let me fly. So I just flew out the building, and when I landed, the elder and the brother they were in a vehicle, like on the highway, but you know, there were no cars around. It was dark, you know. And when I landed, they were waiting on me. So So I hopped in the vehicle. When I hopped in the vehicle, I was like, where my son at? They were like, I don't know. I said, damn, I told that boy to come with me. Right? Because it was a portion of, I said, I can remember bits and pieces. I can't remember everything. But when I said that, I was like, stop the car. They stopped the car. And I said, I'm finna go get him, man. So I blessed him. I was like, you know, Yahweh Shemel Shabrakatah. And they were like, Yahweh Shemel Shabrakatah. And I gotta go to work, man. Yahweh Shemel Shabrakatah. I'll finish this a little bit later. All right. So, well, it's a little bit later. So I blessed the brothers. I said, you know, Yahweh Shemel Shabrakatah. Flew back. When I flew back, let me try to remember it. I flew back, I found my son. And I found he was with, you know, the rest of my family members. And I was like, man, you coming with me. All right, so I grabbed him up, and instead of flying off this time, I ran. But I was running so fast. It's like I was running like the Flash. And once again, I started thinking in my brain. I said, if I run too fast, I may, you know, run into something. I said, so I gotta run fast enough to go to like another dimension. You know, because scripture tells us that basically it's a spiritual world that's around us. It's like, yeah, it's a spiritual world, you know, around us. And I could see it while I was running. It was like not solid. It was like almost like mist, but in forms of things. So I started running in that dimension, and you know, we made it out. It's more to the dream, but I can't remember it. But I said I just had that dream last night, man, and I prayed to Yahweh Shemel Shai if I should even speak on the dream. And here I am doing so. So basically what they let me know is when that time come, man, yeah, it's gonna be a time like never before. It's gonna be on some almost like movie type deals. And the only people that's gonna make it out, man, is the elect. And, you know, possibly whoever is attached to the elect. As far as the trouble goes, but as far as actual salvation, I didn't go that far. I woke up, had to go to work. But yeah, man, that was the dream, right? The scripture says, in these last times that the Lord will bless us with visions and dreams. So that was my dream. So I end with that, man. How about you? I'll shout out to all these quoted precepts, and this whole scenario was edifying. Call Haloyim La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Harakak Wadash Shalom Yashal.